Yo, happy New Year's Eve, everybody. I have a pretty epic replay for you guys today. So, I was piloting Dogmatika Magistus. My opponent was on Adamancipator, and yeah, for some reason, Adamancipators always make for some pretty good replays. I think current Adamancipator is what a combo deck should be. Throw your entire hand, try to make an unbreakable board. None of that follow-up BS that, a lot of current combo decks have. But yeah, for the opening hands, we have Summon Limit, Magician's Souls, Ash Blossom, Nadir Servant, Ashion, which is a super duper clutch card. Really underrated. You don't really see anybody playing it with any of their Dogmatika builds. My opponent has Doki Doki, Dark Magician, Researcher, Revival Golem, and Seeker. So my opponent did win Rock, Paper, Scissors, so they will get to go first, which is unfortunate because, we did open up the summon limit. They're going to be summoning Doki Doki with their normal summon, using Researcher's effect to special summon herself because he controls a rock monster now. Now they'll activate the Doki Doki effect. From here, they're probably going to try to summon the Guardian, and I'm like, okay, I probably have to stop this with Ash. And now they'll be using the Researcher effect, and would you look at that, they get the Guardian anyways. Yeah, getting a lot of flashbacks to when Block Dragon was a thing. So, after that, they're going to proceed to summon the Seeker, activate the Seeker effect. From that, they're going to hit a, let's see, Supplier. Pretty good. Now they get to add another copy of Guardian if they're running in your deck, and I'm pretty sure they are. Yes, they are. Okay. There's no reason not to be running multiple Guardians. So, they're going to go into Raptite here. I'm surprised no Hauki. Okay. So, Raptite effect. Going to get a copy of Analyzer, which is pretty good because they haven't used Analyzer yet. They're going to go into... I guess they misclicked the coin flip. Happens from time to time. Going to go into Crystal Wing here. Okay. Making sure that they don't get Nibiru'd. Activating the Analyzer effect. Hitting a copy of absolutely nothing. Okay. So... from here, they make Verte, and I'm like, no, dude, like, oh, this is like the hardest thing for me to out. The hardest thing, like, I can out this. Like, barely anything in my deck can out this. So, they make Dragoon, and yeah, that's a pretty disgusting end board. Especially when you're playing, like, I guess, Rogue? Not even maybe good enough to be called Rogue. But yeah, so we're going to start off by activating the Nadir Servant. The triple taxes looks clutch off the top, by the way. So they're going to negate the Servant, which, is completely fine. After that, we're going to be activating the Souls, sending the Fleur-de-Lis for cost, which they will negate with the Guardian, interestingly enough. So from here, I activate Tactics, pretty clutch. Next, I'll be activating Dragoon's effect to pop, which he will negate with the Crystal Wing, but hey, he did use 2 materials, so we're just gonna pop again. And then since a monster from the action deck was sent to the graveyard, we get to special summon the Ashen, which I said is super duper clutch. So yeah, that's nice. And that's gonna steal us the game. Wow, Tactics is an insane card. Can you believe this card was valued at like 60 bucks at one point? Crazy. So, going on to game number 2, my opponent's going to obviously choose to go first. They want to make a board again. For our opening hand, we have Nibiru, Gameciel, Ashen again, Tactics again. We have Drop It. Like, this hand is insane. Now, I know you guys are wondering at this point, where are the Magistus cards? Don't worry, you will see them later on. So, my opponent opened up with Seeker, Dark Magician, Ash Blossom, Imperial Order, and their own copy of Nibiru. So, they're gonna normal summon the Seeker because they don't have any other plays. Luckily for them, they do hit a Supplier off the top. So, let's see what they go for here next. They're going to activate Supplier's effect, adding a copy of Guardian. Yep. They're gonna go into the Raptite effect. So yeah, as you can see, they're not really using any Hauki line plays here, which is pretty interesting. They're gonna hit a Doki off the top, which is really, really good. So from here, they can use the Doki effect, pitching the Guardian, getting a copy of Analyzer. Analyzer effect will hit them another rock and a copy of Guardian. So yeah, kind of rendering my Nibiru useless at this point, unfortunately. Maybe I held it too long, right? Because I could have used it, because he did 1, 2, go into Raptite, get the Analyzer. Yeah, whatever. Not a big deal. My hand is like pretty good. Even if I don't Nibiru on time, I have tactics, I have drop. Like, yeah, this hand is insane. Gamma Seal. So he's gonna go into the Leonite. Leonite's gonna get him a copy of Science to his hand, which, you know, is pretty good because he does have an Analyzer in the graveyard. So let's see what he does from here. He's gonna be activating the Signs, bringing back the Seeker, and I guess, yeah, from here he's just gonna go into the Crystal Wing. Interesting. Linking off those two, going into the Verte. So basically the same end board as last time. Just minus the Guardian on board, but he does have the Imperial Order and an Ash Blossom in hand, which, you know, just makes it that much better. So he's gonna set the Imperial Order. I draw Nadir's Servant off the top, which, you know, is really good unless your opponent has Imperial Order. And, you know, while I do have Tactics, Droplet, Gamma Seal, Nibiru, and, you know, I could have probably broken this board. Now that he has Imperial Order, even if I chain the Droplet and I have and negate these monsters, what am I supposed to do? I can't activate Tactics. Now I'm just completely screwed. So yeah, that was really unfortunate. I can't play around this. I just Gamma Seal, just, you know, just for the sake of it. Summon the Ashion, run over the Crystal Wing. Like, I broke the board, right? But yeah, now I just have to pray that he really gets nothing off the top. So, unfortunately for me, he gets the Analyzer, of course. He's going to pay 700 for the Imperial Order, normal summon the Analyzer effect. He's going to get himself a copy of Guardian. Oh my god, they always get it, don't they? Yeah, so from here on out, I'm pretty sure he could have just... Oh no, he can't attack because Ashen can gain 500 if your opponent declares an attack. So yeah, he's going to go into Dragite, which is pretty clutch because now he activates Dragite effect. I can hope that he doesn't hit a rock, but obviously he does. He actually hits 3 to add a bit of insult to injury. So yeah, from here on out, this game is pretty much done because, like, I don't think there's anything that can really get off the top that, you know, with Imperial Order up, nothing's gonna be that clutch. Maybe an Ecclesia? So yeah, unfortunately for me, I don't get an Ecclesia. I get a Fleur-de-Lis. Special summon the Fleur-de-Lis. Do as much damage as I possibly can, running over the Verte. So that's gonna hit him for a 2,500. He's gonna pay 700 again on his turn, leaving him at just 900 life points. Oh, I just can't finish him off. He's gonna activate the Dragite. Will he whiff the Dragite here? Let's see. Nope, he hits a rock right off the top. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up the game. We're gonna be going into a game number 3, and now finally I'm gonna get to go first. So let's see what the opening hands are this time. Will we see some Magistus cards? Yes, we do. We have Endymion, Nadir's Servant, Nibiru, a second Nadir Servant, and a copy of Riliona. My opponent opens up with Seeker, Signs, Nibiru, Alpha, and Foolish Burial. Pretty strong opening from both sides here. So I'm going to be starting off with Endymion. Endymion's effect to target himself, equipping himself with Artemis. Artemis' effect when she's equipped can add a Magistus monster to my hand, so I'll be adding a copy of Crowley. Next, I'll be pitching the Riliona for cost to special summon the Crowley. I'll be declaring Crowley's effect, making him a water. I'll be overlaying the 2, going into Bahamut Shark, and here I'll be able to make a Toad, which is really clutch. Next, I'll be activating Nadir's Servant. Since I have extra deck monsters, I can actually special summon the Ecclesia. Even though I did use my normal summon, I'll be sending the Apgalone so we can add the Schism. Because, you know, Winda is a very powerful card, probably against almost every deck in the meta. So yeah, we're going to get rid of our second copy of Servant. We don't really need it at this point. Like, our board is looking really strong. So we're going to special summon the Ecclesia, get ourselves a copy of Punishment, set Schism, set Punishment. We have Nibiru in hand. We have Toad negate. Like, this is looking amazing. Our opponent's gonna Nibiru here, which is, you know, fine. We'll just negate it with Toad. We'll use Toad effect, add back Toad, because we are only playing 1 Toad in the extra deck. Believe it or not, the extra deck space is really tight. So yeah, our opponent's going to start off their turn, draw into a copy of Analyzer. They do have a lot of plays here. Alpha is just an insane card in this situation. So they're going to use Alpha Effect, bouncing our Shark, which, you know, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So they're going to bring back the Alpha because, you know, special summoning it isn't once per turn. Now they normal summon a copy of Analyzer. And from here, we're just going to punishment right off the bat. So we're going to chain the Schism just so we're not locked out of the extra deck after resolving it. So we're going to banish the Apcone and the Crowley, summon a copy of Winda. Next, we're going to pop the Analyzer, sending Entis. Entis effect, pop the Alpha so he can't get it back to his hand. And also, just because we really can't run it over, like, I would have loved to send something to get some more resources, but unfortunately, it wasn't really an option for me. So, from here on out, he's going to activate Foolish Burial, sending a copy of Dragite, which happens to have 2200 defense. Wow, that's pretty clutch. He's going to use the signs, special summon it, stack his deck, and yeah, he's going to get to draw the Researcher that he just stacked thanks to the Dragite, which is really strong for him. We're going to draw a copy of Trismegistus, which doesn't do anything here. We don't have any level 4 spellcaster monsters special summon from our hand, so we're just going to set it as bait, pass our turn, and what? He draws another copy of Alpha. That's insane. Okay, so he's going to use the Alpha, bouncing the window, and ooh, things are not looking too good here. He's going to summon the Alpha again. Next, he's going to bring out the Seeker. He's going to be activating Seeker's effect. Does he hit off the top? Yes, he does. Of course he does. At least it wasn't the Guardian, I guess, right? But yeah, Doki Doki obviously still a very strong hit as well. So he's going to Synchro into the Raptite. From here, I have to Nibiru because it's 5 summons. He has 1 card left in hand. I know the card. I don't want him to special summon it. And yeah, for a second, I did forget that Nibiru summons a rock, and that Nibiru is a rock. So he does just get to bring out the Researcher. Does he whiff here? Oh, he whiffed. Nice. So yeah, the Nibiru was super clutch there. He's left on pretty much nothing, except for the fact that he can go into Hauki Fibrex. Yeah, okay, so it turns out he is running it. Cool. So with Hauki, he's going to bring out Seeker, which, you know, is going to be nothing more than just fodder to make for it to Anaconda. Great. Cool. So for it to effect, he's going to pay the 2000, send the materials, bring out the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, pop Nibiru, deal a crap ton of damage to me, leaving me with just a measly 1500 life points. How do I possibly come back from here? I get Magician's Souls off the top. So we're gonna be summoning Magician's Souls, sending Fleur de Lis, and it's gonna come down all to this right here. We're gonna send the Schism, we're gonna send the Trismegistus. What can we get off the top? We get Ashion, and we get Forbidden Droplet. And you're probably thinking, is that enough? Oh, yeah, it definitely is way more than enough. So what happens here is we're gonna link off the souls, right? We're gonna bring out Anima, and you'll see why in a second. Next, we're gonna be activating Forbidden Droplet, sending the Anima, choosing to half and negate the Dark Dragoon, and now since we've sent a monster from the extract to the graveyard, we can actually trigger out the Ashion, special summon him, use this effect. Now we're gonna be adding back ourselves a copy of Ecclesia. Next, we're gonna special summon the Ecclesia, use Ecclesia's effect, getting ourselves a copy of Maximus, banishing the Anima, bringing out Maximus, and dude, can you believe this was all off of souls from the top? This is insane. Next, we're gonna be sending 2 monsters from our extra deck to the graveyard. I'll be sending a copy of Skull Knight and Toad. So Toad is gonna add me back my Endymion from my graveyard, and next, since this is negated, now I can banish Skull Knight, target it, and pop it. So we're going to normal summon the Endymion, use Endymion's effect to equip himself with a Magistus monster. We're going to be equipping Iwas just to get that 1000 attack boost. You know, this time we're the ones adding some insult to injury here. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the duel. I thought that was a freaking amazing duel. Dude, the top decks were just crazy. I hope you guys enjoy this duel as much as I did. If you are interested in a Dogmatika Magistus deck profile, I will be having a video for that coming out as part of my Worst of series for Genesis Impact, and I will be having this exact same deck profile from this very duel in that video. That's something you definitely don't want to miss out on. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe. And guys, happy New Year's Eve. Thanks for watching. This is Bear signing off. Peace, guys.